Well, good morning. It's Sunday morning, January 23rd, and I'm going out to help my buddy Jacob from Off-Road Anonymous finish up the side-by-side, the Polaris RZR that he is racing at the King of Hammers. He was supposed to have left yesterday, I was told, and apparently things aren't quite going to plan. So that's racing, right? So we're going to go and see if we can assist Jacob in getting RZR buttoned up and hopefully get him loaded up so he can head out to Johnson Valley and get a little testing in before qualifying. And I fly out on February 2nd to meet him, so we'll be out there. I fly into Palm Springs noon or something on February 2nd. I'll be there through Sunday the 6th. So anyway, super stoked. First time going to the Hammers. I've been watching it on live stream for I don't even know how long, probably 6-7 years. And one of those things that as a Michigan guy, that's a long ways away, and talked about it and talked with buddies about it. Oh, we need to go. And when the opportunity arose that Jacob needed some help for a pit crew, I was, first to volunteer. I'm like, yeah, I want in. Let me in. Put me in, coach. So anyway, just making our way through a little treacherous commute here. The roads are a little greasy. We got some snow yesterday. As you've seen, we were out playing with the Tacoma, which was rad. So geeked about that project. And I'm getting a lot of people that are kind of crawling out of the woodwork wanting in on the project. So just super pumped. I humbled. But yeah, should be a super rad build. So anybody that follows my Instagram or anything, you'll see I posted pictures of the All Pro Off-Road Black Betty build, which was something I was super geeked about when that came out years ago. I thought, oh man, that's so perfect. And I am a super sucker for a standard cab short bed truck, and finding this Tacoma was just, man, I was so excited. I just can't thank Cody enough for leading me onto it, and I really hope that we can do something cool. So currently, as of like tentative build dream plans, goals, but currently got a lead on a set of 1-ton axles, Super Duty 60 for the front, and a Corporate 14 for the rear, Grizzly locker for the rear, a zip locker for the front. They've got 513 gears. It's got the aftermarket high steer knuckle, so tons of great parts there, and the price is something I can't beat, right? So I got to do it. Just like the truck. The deal was so good. Sometimes it just puts itself together, and you have to do it. So we're going to work on hopefully acquiring those, and then doing some research. It has the electronically shifted transfer case, and obviously we're going to try and kind of get away from all the electronics somewhat. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to swap in FJ Cruiser transfer case, which is a manual shift, and if funds allow, or maybe somebody out there's got a spare one they want to sell cheap or donate to the cause, but I'd really like to put a doubler in that like I have in Stopper. It's night and day, when you get to playing on the big hills. Those little 4 cylinders, they need all the grunt they can get, and the extra gearing is the only way to get it. So unless we had a snail, maybe we need an extra hair dryer on that 2.7. That would be pretty cool as well. So but yeah, Get the Toyota IFS steering gearbox, which looks like kind of the staple for doing a solid axle swap on the Tacoma. I've got spares of those, so can't wait to put this thing together. I'm super pumped. So Spike is gonna be rad. I'm sure it's gonna be a little bit of time. So for right now, I've kind of ordered some of the body parts, new headlights, and all the little brackets and filler pieces so we can get the headlights back in. I'm gonna get with the local junkyard, apparently has a good fender for it. So we'll start piecing the body back together enough so that we can drive it as is for a little while and just make sure that, you know, there's no mechanical quirks that want to be worked out before we start cutting it apart. So I don't want to you know, be chasing a mechanical issue that was there beforehand. So anyway, thanks for watching. We're gonna keep plugging away here. We'll get to Jacobs and do some fun stuff. So here I am, and there's the body. There's the car. It's missing a hub. There's no dash. It's gonna be a long day. So we're working on trying to get the alignment dialed in. And this is how you adjust your toe in and out, was with the radius rods on the back. And we've had to adjust them out way further than we're comfortable with thread engagement here. So we're gonna have to take these arms off and actually try and tweak them to get our toe in set. Because right now we're toed out by over a ½ inch still. And we've got these things threaded out further than we're comfortable. So always something, fun. So this is our rudimentary alignment deal. We got some angle iron held to the hubs, throw a tape measure across them, and then handy enough, the iPhone's got a level meter on it, so you can hold the level up against the back side of the hub so you can set your camber that way, and then set our toe in like this. Milk crates are the perfect height. Puts it to 16 inches to the center of the hub, 32-inch tire, so it works out perfect. Yeah, should be good. So we'll work on that just as soon as we get back from tweaking our trailing arms to see if we can get the rear alignment dialed in. So sometimes you got to do sketchy stuff, but I think this is the only answer we can come up with for getting that rear toe adjusted properly. So we're gonna see if we can tweak the end of this trailing arm, well, both trailing arms. Fun. Okay, number one's tweaked. Unfortunately, the only way to find out how much is to bolt it on and go through the whole measuring process again. We call that custom. All right, so we got the front end alignment dialed in, and then we're going through and Loctiting every bolt, and then paint marking them after we Loctite them. So when he comes into the pits, we can do just an eyeball check, and you'll be able to tell right away. The way this stuff works is it cracks, actually makes a super visible crack and breaks away. So he comes into the pits, we'll be able to just put a quick eye on everything. You'll be able to tell right away if something's working its way loose or not. And yeah, now that we got the front dialed in, we're gonna put our newly tweaked trailing arms back on the back. Let's see if we can get that rear alignment dialed in. Wish us luck. All right, so the front suspension is done, dialed in. Got the Hypertech limit straps that they sent us. And I'll bolt it in. Hopefully keep from breaking front CV axles at full droop, which has been a problem for them in the past. And fortunately, our rear trailing arm deal did not work out. So Jacob's actually over at his fab shop. He's got to cut them and take a little pie cut out of them and try and twist the hub so that we can get slight toe in the rear. Right now we're towed out, and that's not good. That'll make the back end of the car really squirrely. So we're trying to get that back end dialed in so we can get a little toe in the back and make it on a track nice and straight. Should be, hopefully we can get her done, because we're kind of at the 11th hour. So yeah, good times. So while Jacob is over at the fab shop trying to straighten up them rear arms, I'm gonna go grab us some burgers, because we've been going at it for quite a few hours. It's like 3:30 and I haven't had lunch yet, and I'm starving. Telling you what, the cost of this stuff is going out of control. Just went to Wendy's, 2 double cheeseburger meals for 2 dudes. Medium, you know, not trying to go crazy. $27 for 2 guys for double cheeseburger meals with fries and Cokes. Absolutely insane. All right, so what we did is see where we cut it. So we ended up cutting all the way back to here and then squeezed it back together, spot welded it. Oh, I mean, because we're not all hooked up to some big machine or something, we don't know the exact science of the measurements, but we kind of drew a measurement from the very front point of the link arm to the edge of the hub unit here, and basically we've reduced that dimension by just shy of a 1/4 inch or a 1/4 inch. So hopefully that gives us that little bit of toe in that we need in the back, puts it in the range of adjustment that we can get this thing dialed in. So I'm going to work on getting this one reinstalled in the rig. Jacob's over working on cutting the other one, and I'll probably go ahead and see if I can bleed brakes while I'm waiting for him, and we'll keep plugging away here. We're making progress. It's slow, but it's progress. So I have to say, I'm feeling really good about this. So kind of when I was doing the alignment on the front, the plane of the side slider Nerf bar here was fairly close to alignment with our little toe-in checkers, and that looks to be the case right now. Man, I really hope this is the ticket. I mean, 1, because we're out of time, but 2, just because that'd be ideal. That'd be the ideal setting. So I really hope this is it. Get that other one mocked up and get some measurements, see how we do. All right, so that proved to be the answer. Sliced and diced those, tack them back together, and now we have our proper alignment in the rear. Winning. It was a long road to get there, but we figured out the answer. So now Jacob's got to finish weld those, add some gussets, because we've kind of obviously compromised the structural integrity a little bit, but he'll get those welded up and re-gusseted, and we'll continue on. We're like 95, 6, 8% a race car. Shocks are on. Got to get the reservoirs mounted, but the shocks are hanging. Got the roof on, got one side panel in, got the brakes bled. We're making headway, major headway. Hopefully Jacob's a trooper and can get him done on his own tonight, because it's late and I got to go work a regular job tomorrow. Good luck, buddy.